That's on. Hello everybody. I'm painting along with Bob Ross yet again. Sorry for last stream, I had to leave early. Somebody dropped the package off and required me to sign for it. And instead of them just dropping it off like they normally do, they called me like 10 times and I had to go run out front and meet the delivery person. It's all good. Hopefully this one's uninterrupted. So we're doing, again, Natural Wonder, which is Bob Ross, season 14, episode 13. I've already got liquid white up here. I got my light set up. Maybe angle it a little bit more. There we go. And the colors I'm using, titanium white, Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, lamp black, which I use as midnight black, sap green. This is a mixture of burnt sienna and ivory black. This is a mixture of ivory black and raw umber, which I use as Van Dyke brown and dark sienna. And then we've got cadmium yellow light, yellow ochre, and cadmium red. And these are all Winsor & Newton water mixable oils. That's what I'm using for now. Eventually I'm going to switch over as I use up my old bottles of paint. I'm going to be switching to Lucas Berlin water mixable oils. So here we go.
Hey, what I've done already. I've got my canvas up here. Gonna come
Oh, and I have a jar of liquid white.
It's all wet. It's ready to go. So let's go. David, just do a beautiful blue.
Make sure my brush is clean first. I was painting earlier.
This is the last
I didn't strain it,
of the
but
14th series.
I should have. It was a good one.
Series. So we have a bunch of shows now. We get to see all of them. Let's start to go to the small amount of the phthalo blue.
Alright,
We'll just use a little 2-inch brush. What the heck?
this is a Trilon brush. You can get them at Home Depot. They work really well with water mixable oils. So you don't get floofy when you add water to them. But they do leave a lot of brush marks, so you need another brush to get the brush strokes out of it. And this is also not the nicest canvas either. I just got a bunch of economy canvases, so if you want a nice canvas, I used these Sunbelt canvases last week. I was at Kevin Hill's painting class, and those are really nice canvases. I got two little ones, two little 11 by 14, I think. They're really good.
So, our hands will brush good. I'll go right back
Put some water in here. Just come straight in from the side. I don't want to add any black. I don't like black water. I know Bob, he had phthalo green, midnight black sometimes, but I just like straight blue. There. Alright. Put the palette down. I'm going to rinse it off in the water. And this only works if you have water mixable oils. Don't try and clean your regular oil paint with water. You're gonna have a big mess. A very big mess. I tried that one time. It was awful. Never do that again. Got some red in there somewhere. All right. I'm gonna blend this out. This is a Bill Alexander 2-inch brush. This is the one I use to blend. Just make sure it's clean. Little X strokes. Just work out all those rough spots. There we go. And then once across the bottom, just to get it all nice and pointed together. There we go. Bob's up there doing clouds already. That's okay. Clouds are easy, especially if you use a fan brush. I'm using the Bill Alexander number 3 fan brush. You can use a number 6. All of them are pretty much the same. Alright, and I look for the dark spots where my blue is, and I just go around that with white. I found that makes nice clouds. So like there was a spot up here, there's one up here. So I'll start up at this side. And I'll come down. Maybe up above. Is that another one? Looks like there might be one up here. Maybe like a stringy one or something. Over here. Maybe it comes down. I don't know. We get a lot of these types of clouds where I live. I'm just gonna make a big one up here. Why not? There we go. Clean this one off. Swish it around the water a bit. There we go. Now we're gonna fluff them. Yeah. My cat bit my thumb yesterday. Messed up. Hurts a little bit when I paint. I'm just doing little circles underneath the bottoms of the clouds. This guy, I can't forget about this guy. For these big ones, just do like a little swoosh. If I was drunk, I probably would fall over. I don't think I could paint. Although they do have those in where I live. They got like the wine and painting. Oh, nice. What kind of stuff do you cook? I'm terrible at cooking. Usually just throw stuff in the microwave. Hope for the best. I got red paint all over me. Unless it's blood. I hope it's not blood. That would suck. There we go. That's pretty awesome. I think this looks okay. I honestly can't tell. I'm colorblind. It could be all garbage colors up there. Who knows? I think that's clean. Who knows? I think phthalo blue is my least favorite color. I absolutely hate it. Because it sticks in the brushes even after I clean them. This is annoying blue crap on them. Oh, nice. I'm glad you like the clouds. Whenever I have like a light blue, especially if I do like white and it picks up the light blue, I can't see any of it. Alright, we're going to do a mountain. Alright, brown. Russian blue, which I think is this. Pretty sure. Who knows? Black, that's too much black. Alright, mix it up with the knife. Little circles. This is the wax on. Miyagi, wax on. And then you take the knife, go down to the right, and it gets a little roll. Little roll right there. Alright, we're going to throw a mountain in here. Let's see what happens. This one looks pretty flat. Normally I do like nice and steep. But this one looks like he's just going a real flat one. Like an Appalachian mountain or Penobscot mountain or something. There we go. I don't like that edge. There we go. Should have known this with the fan brush or the filbert. That would look nice. I have to turn my air conditioner off, so I'm sorry if it's really loud. Take the 2-inch brush, just gonna pull it down, give it some shape. There we go. Pull it down over here. Looks like a shadow or something. This one down there, this one comes down to the right. One down at the bottom. Here we go. Maybe on this side, just a little bit. Top of it's a little rough looking. There we go. There we go. Alright, clean this guy off. I've done a few paintings with just this giant 2.5-inch brush, and these usually come out pretty nice. They're really fast. You can paint one in like 20 minutes. Alright. He's using dark sienna and some white. Lightly mixed. Something like that. Alright, let's see. Let me just pull this straight. Coral painting. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen some people do some really cool stuff with coral painting. There we go. Pull this down a little bit more. When it picks up that black color, it gets a little darker. So like back here, I'm not even reloading the knife. I just keep the dark color because these are I want them to be farther back. Clean this guy out. All right, what's Bob doing? He's doing something here. Looks like he took this and threw some white in it. He's making some shadows over on this side. Just one in here. Maybe this is further into the mountain or something. Mix it up a little bit more. Let's see. Maybe one more right here. Don't matter. Maybe one more. Maybe it comes out like right sticking out of the mountain like a little. I wouldn't call it a pencil. I don't know what you would call it, but it's just sticking out a little bit. Alright, let's get this out. Swipe this off. Alright. Looks like he's got a little bit of white right in the middle. Like some snow or something right in here. Just a little bit though, not too much. Some over here. Just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. The distance. Because, yeah, it's pretty good. I'll take it. 2-inch brush. Smack the bottom like you're knocking on your neighbor's door after their dog crapped in your lawn. There we go. I say that because I had to do that recently. My neighbor's dog pooped in my yard. Made me angry. Alright, here we go. Wipe up, flip up, flip up. Wipe the bottom. There we go. Alright. Back to the mountain color. Say sap green. Interesting. Oh, not a great deal of green, huh? Too late. There's some white in there too. I bet we're making little trees, if I had to guess.
I have several of those going. Just load a little color into it. Screw it up. And maybe, yeah, right here. Maybe right in here, there's some little foothills up there. Some little foothills.
Foothills, okay.
And all I'm doing is striking.
This is just the little fan brush number 3, Alexander fan brush. Look at that, that's a nasty color. And we just, this is the same motion I used for the blending out the bottom of the mountain. Just like you're knocking on somebody's door. But a little lighter. This is like you're knocking on your friend's house.
pushed and missed
Or
the base
become
of
play
these
Xbox
trees.
or something.
So we'll take the 2-inch brush and tap firmly right at the base of these trees. This is really take out all the frustration.
There we go.
See, look how soft they are.
Back to this guy. Tap out the bottom. And then we lift up.
And that creates
And
a
then
little
pull.
mist there.
Mist.
Let's take the same color here. Add some black.
Alright. Same color.
But it's basically
Black.
the same color, only darker. I want it darker.
Blue.
As things get closer
it
to
does
the
one.
landscape,
No, it's black.
remember that they get darker. Okay? Now then, maybe there's another range of foothills
Another range of foothills.
right here.
Just gonna go up the right side. Yeah.
Tap downward though.
I see what he's doing here. I'm gonna start up here.
And you have to decide where they go clean up like it. Over there somewhere.
And when you're doing these, when I first started doing them, I did them flat. I do like a straight line across, and it looked really weird. But you want to like go up and down so it looks more natural, I guess you could say. And it looks like there's little trees, sprouting up here and there, doing this and that in the background.
Tap it right in.
Alright, just get one more. Maybe it gets really small towards the bottom.
Up on this side. Whatever.
I'll smack the bottom of that too. Oh wow, he's going all the way. I'm slow.
Back to our large brush. Once again, there's a misty effect in between here.
I can
So
catch up.
do that.
I can catch
Use
up.
a big brush. Use a top
Alright,
layer.
some
And
more black,
firmly,
some more blue.
firmly.
Not too much blue. Blue's strong.
See there? Tapping. Creates a beautiful misty effect. That's mixing with the liquid product that's on the canvas, and that happens automatically.
Sure, I got mostly the same color there, so it don't look weird. Alright, 2-inch brush again. Smack. Lift up. Oops, my thumb is killing me. Across. Oh, I got a nasty black streak there. That's not good. Just keep blending it though, eventually it goes away. Gotta wipe this guy off so we don't have another black streak like that. That was bad. Alright, this. Crimson and blue. I'm gonna wipe this off first. Uh-oh. Fan brush down.
This is an excellent study. Planes, different areas. Sure.
We got alizarin crimson.
To create that illusion of depth and
Which blue did he
distance.
say? I don't know. Does it matter? Probably. I'll use the rest of the brush. I guess it's like a purple color.
And they're not.
Okay.
They just don't look right to you.
I got this giant palette from a guy here. McGrail's Woodworking. He makes custom stuff, so I had to make a palette for me.
It really does not.
So if you want one like this, just go hit him up on Etsy. McGrail, McGrails. He's a cool
As I
dude.
mentioned earlier, for this to work effectively,
Got a little on right here.
just does not work.
Right down.
I like oils because oils are so forgiving.
There we go.
They're so forgiving.
Probably need to scrape this down a bit.
You do something wrong, scrape it off, you do it again. It's about the only reason you can do
Yeah, this cheap canvases, I think it's the gesso they put on them. It doesn't absorb any of the paint, and it's just
a great respect
Yeah.
for those who can do it.
just gets messy when you do stuff like this.
Son of a gun. Boy, I messed that up. It was over. I'll take a little 2-inch brush. 2-inch brush, go right into that. I'll go right
I mean, it don't look terrible. It's not as fun as if you have a nicer
We'll
canvas.
start putting some of those grassy areas right in there. Now see that a little bit of this right here? That's okay. Slowly important. That's your separate.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Bob?
Yeah, let's get right on down. Maybe we just throw in some
No idea what color you just used for this. It looks the same as that color.
Maybe like, yeah, anything you don't
I'll mist out the bottom first, just so something to separate the mountains from whatever this foreground thing he's putting in. Alright, there we go.
reflections. Grab it, pull straight down.
Take this guy.
There they are.
Maybe, I have no idea.
Let's
Some
say
of that.
right there.
Some of that.
Lightly cross.
A lot of that.
We have instant reflections.
Alright, hold up, Bob. I'm gonna have to pause you for a second, so I'm way behind. Alright, here we go. Alright. These are just little tiny foothills. Alright, he's got a gap in here, so I guess I'll just leave that. Yeah, a little bit more. Sometimes I overdo the black because it's the only color I can actually see up here. Tap that in. I'll clean this middle area up. It won't look good until you add the highlights. That's when stuff starts looking a little better. You also don't have to go as fast as I'm going. I don't know. I used to play the drums, so like this motion, I always do it as fast as possible. Kind of like a machine gun. There we go. And then I'm just gonna touch this up a little bit. Maybe like vary the distance these go in and make it look like, I don't know, like these little peninsulas or something. I'm just gonna close that bottom part out. And maybe up here I'll have another plane. This one I'll take all the way across. So it's like crossed over. This one I come in a little bit more. Maybe this one comes in, that one comes in. This I'm just gonna blend out. The more you tap it, the more it gets blended together. Maybe some more down there. Just get that blue, because you can still see. I think there's blue in here. I can't. Maybe it's just the light. I don't know. I think we're caught up though. All right, back to it.
Land area comes right up through there.
Make sure this is touched up down here.
This is just a dark color, so the highlights on it, they stand out.
No, I probably need to clean this brush
Add
off.
a little black to the lavender. Let's just use this old brush right there.
There
Then
we
do
go.
some happy little trees that live right in here.
Just make it a tree. Crazy.
Use just the top corner of this brush. It gives a illusion.
All right.
It's a beautiful little
I don't know
tree.
if this is gonna work. I normally use my Alexander brush to make these types of trees, but
Use the top corner.
all right, whatever. We'll do it.
Maybe there's another one. There's right here.
Probably do the highlights with my Alexander brush because I just like the way that one looks better.
Just the top brush.
Some more of this.
I think that's another thing.
All right, what the heck you doing? He's got another one up here. Yeah, cover up that nice mountain we had. I have no idea if this looks good or not. It looks better on that screen than what I'm seeing. I don't know. Not fair. Got another big tree up here. You also don't, I don't know if I said it, but in general, when you're painting, you don't want symmetry, if that makes sense. unless you're doing like an abstract painting. Like, if I've got a tree, I don't want this tree to be the same height as that tree. So it just don't look right. So I make it a little bit taller. Unless you want them to be symmetrical, then you can make them symmetrical. It's whatever you want. Like this guy. He's got a big, that's a big bush up here. That's okay. Looks kind of like, not really what Bob's got going on. That's okay. Need to wash this guy off. Alright, he's about to do the highlights. Wipe it off in the trash. Give it a shake. Use the paper towel to wipe the rust off. Alright. This is my favorite part of the painting. So I take 1-inch brush. This is an Alexander 1-inch brush. Just got a bunch of liquid white that I made. It's just half linseed oil, half titanium white. And then I go in here and I'll grab a little bit of white there. And some yellow ochre.
Bushes and trees and all those things.
Just swirl it around and then tap it. So it's going to be real puffy like that. And up here, start adding some highlights. Just like that. Get some more color whenever you need it. Go back around. You start above the tree and then work your way down. And that's so you don't have the shadow in front of your highlight. Because if you didn't do it like that, you would end up with the shadow in front. You don't want shadows in front of your highlights because it looks weird. Add a bush down here. There's a bunch of bushes here. Who cares? It comes down. There we go. Use some cadmium. A lot of cadmium yellow too. Tap that. Highlight this guy. Again, start outside. I like to work down the side of the tree and then come back in maybe. Push a little bit harder. When you push harder, it makes a new plane. Because you'll have your highlight on the outside. And then once you come in it, and it pushes more paint in, it makes it look closer. If that makes sense. Then I'll make some grass. If you want to make grass with this brush, you just push straight in. Kind of like that. The more black paint or whatever paint you have on the canvas you pick up, the darker it's going to get. So just be mindful of that. You have to push a little bit harder to get your highlight colors out.
Just cut through here and there.
Oh, you went and made a pine tree when I wasn't looking. What the heck? Come on, Bob. Tell me what you're doing. I've already watched these, so I should know, but let's make sure the highlights are good first. If the highlights aren't good, you can't really, well, we can just cover it with the tree. Trees were fine. They cover up, what does Bob say? Trees cover a multitude of sins. Oh, let's put a tree in front. I kind of messed up my highlights in here. But let me take this. I like to do a little rock to set the first point of the tree. And then you take your brush sideways. And then you just go down in like a Z shape. And it looks like a little pine tree. And you can do these with a 2-inch brush as well. When I was at the Kevin Hill class, he used a filbert brush. I thought that was really cool. He just used a little filbert, and then he did very small trees. He did the back first, and then he filled in the highlight. It was really cool. I did some, but they looked they didn't look like his. So I'll say that. All right. There we go. Covered up them highlights. Looks good as new.
A bit of green, a bit of green.
He's adding some green.
Highlights on there, just a few. Once again, I want to retain the darkness. curls on the big
Cad
brush.
yellow.
Let's go in here.
Cad yellow
Make some big decisions.
and black makes this weird green color.
Just begin
Very
putting
dark
this
green.
together.
I don't know if you can see it. If it shows up on there.
We'll
That
get
type of
darker, darker, darker out here toward the edges. Softer and softer. There it is. Just follow it right on down.
I'm just going to put some little highlights on these. I don't think Bob did, but I want some very subtle,
And all we're doing is
very subtle highlights on these. I don't want them to stick out too much. Just enough.
just
like those.
Conclude the show. It'll be the end
Boop, boop,
of the
boop, boop,
14th
boop, boop.
series.
Same Z shape that I used to make the tree. I'm just going back over it.
Legendary for a live when it comes back.
There we go.
This is probably the most exciting thing in my entire life.
All right.
I can have the
Let's go
opportunity
put some more highlights
to
in
meet so
here.
many fantastic people. And
Some
thank you
white,
for letting me tweak
some
stay
yellow.
around here. Maybe in our work, we have a little soothe tree that's right there.
Stir it up. Give it a punch.
Soon we'll give it free.
I'm gonna put. What are we gonna put? I'm just gonna do.
Put a little touch of white, but make it with a birch tree. Not
Make a
much.
little highlight on this grass here.
Like so.
Oh, it's ruined. It's ruined. No, it's not ruined. Very hard to ruin a painting when you're doing this.
There.
Because even if you hate what you've painted or don't make you happy, you just go back over it, scrape the paint off. Or if it's one of these canvases, you can literally wipe all the paint off. There, none of the paint's actually in the canvas.
Look forward to seeing you next time. Happy
There we
day.
go.
And God bless.
Here, I'll do a little bit down this way. I'm just gonna fill this in. I don't really care for the stream anymore. You're gonna turn it into a path here, huh? I don't know. What do you think? Path? Path? Bob's done painting. We can do whatever we want now. I'm gonna clean off. Whoa. 1-inch brush down. Alright, we're good. Clean off my fan brush. I have 2 fan brushes. I don't know why I don't use one for darks and one for lights, but I always just use one to clean it off. Wipe it off with a towel. Alright, that one. This guy's clean. Alright, what are we gonna do? We want to put a. Why not? We got all this brown paint. We'll put a path in. Who cares? Paths are easy. You just load your fan brush up. You can do it with the knife as well, but I'm just gonna pick a spot where I think the path starts. I'm gonna say it starts back there. And he's coming around, and he's coming around, and then he goes back, and then he comes back out, and then he gets bigger, and then he gets bigger, and then you're just going crazy, you're just shaking back and forth. There we go. I know you're thinking, that looks like crap. Probably does. Probably does. But not to me. And then we take the white, a little bit of white, and then we just give it a little zoop, zoop, zoop. Sound effects are crucial. A little zoop, a little zoop, a little zoop. More zoop, more zoop. Swipe there. Now we got a path down the middle of our painting. But we're not done because it looks weird because the path is in front. Path's in front of everything. Why is the path in front of everything? Because we put it on last. If you want to make it look like it's behind everything, well then you gotta add more paint. So we'll get some more paint. I'm just using the same 1-inch brush that I had. Picking up, I think this is some variant of Cad yellow and other things. But once we got that in, just tap along the sides of your path, and that pushes the path back into the painting, so it's not sticking out. And then you just go up the side, and we'll come on this side, do the same thing. Tap in, going down, down and up, down and up. Maybe down here, I'll even put like a bush or something. I don't know. Why not? Maybe a bush over here. Maybe this one grows in the path. Why not? I think. Is that done? Is that? It looks done to me. I don't know. There's a weird spot I don't know if you can see it. There's a weird spot right here. There's like the trees stop and it's just empty. So I'm gonna take my black paint that I was using earlier, and here's how you fix it. Do a sideways tree. And you just go back and forth and back and forth. And this guy can grow into his other family. And now you can't even tell. I'll use my little highlight colors again for the trees. And we'll just put a little highlight on him, fix him up, make him look like he belongs. There you go. Now there's no spot. We got a nice little trio of trees. Little path. Highlights look fine. I'd say that's finished. We can sign it, call it a day. Wrap her up. Next time I'll remember to turn off the air conditioner so it's not so loud and obnoxious. Got black paint on my hand again. That's fine. Throw that in there. Rinse this guy off. And again, this is water. I'm using water mixable oils. I don't use odorless mineral spirits. That stuff has benzene in it. It'll give you cancer. It's not good. You don't want that. You don't want to be breathing it in and messing with it. Nothing with benzene. Benzene's a big no. Even some of these paints have like cadmium in them. I'm a little leery of those, but I don't know. Some guy said as long as you're not eating it, you're okay. I don't really eat my paint, so I should be okay. We'll find out. Alright, get the red. This is a Kevin Hill script liner. When I'm doing stuff with the script liner, I usually dunk it in the water and then just wiggle it back and forth. It's like something like that. And we'll sign it. Get a little more paint. Wiggle it. A little more paint. One swoosh. Two swoosh. And then I put the date. I started putting the dates on it because I couldn't remember when I was painting stuff. And I didn't want to go back into Google Photos and figure it out. Alright, there we go. Signed and done. Man, what a day. It's been a long day. I hope your guys' day has not been as long as mine. That guy's clean, that guy's clean. Painting is signed. Let's bring them down. See how we did. Not exactly the same as Bob's paintings. I always end up diverging at some point. Let's check it out. Let's see how we did. I can't see it. Left, down, back, rotate. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. Nice. Good as new. I would do another painting. I already did one. And my thumb's doing weird stuff because my cat ripped it in half. So, until next time, thank you everyone for joining. It was really nice hearing from you, Old Winter King. I'll probably check out one of your streams because it sounds funny with the cooking. But yeah, until next time, thanks for tuning in.